Here we are at the Empire of Computer Junk, seemingly. These are some motherboards I've just got off eBay for £10. This is an Asus M4A7B-E for those playing at home. It's pretty beat up. There's all the connections there are smashed. The power connection is slightly damaged. This thing is pretty beat up overall. I've got a power supply plugged into it, and well, without further ado, power supply's on. The power is now on. Without further ado, UXW build style smoke test. It's not on fire yet. See, the cooler's all beat up. Okay, it's got a CPU in there as well. An AMD Phenom X4 of all things. Well, so we've got an AMD Phenom, I don't know if you saw that, X4 CPU. That's not bad. I'll take that, that's pretty cool. The cooler's a bit beat up, I could have fixed that. The board works, it supports SLI. Yeah, I'll call that a win for a tenner. Next up is this Gigabyte board. This is all in the same box as the last one. DirectX 10 support on the amazing integrated graphics we've got just here. Not sure what brand they are, probably ATI, back when ATI was a thing. Notice the VRMs don't have any heat sinking on them whatsoever, so that's a little bit of a disappointment. But you have got all solid state caps. The BIOS battery is intact on this one. The cat is trying to make static electricity to kill it. Dizzy. It's got a CPU in here of unknown quantity. The connections down there are smashed again. It has got some marks on the back of it near the power switch. Where are they? Oh, well, that's another board that I'm thinking of. That's our next one to try. After that we have a random Pentium 4, it's an Asus P5S800, so I'm guessing 800 MHz FSB is supported. I believe this is out of a HP though, it just looks like that sort of generic kind of OEM motherboard you'd get in one of those things. There's one loaded capacitor. Just there. You can unload it by pushing it back in, but that won't make it work again. All the rest of them seem fine. Of course they might not be. Got a couple of coolers in this lot as well. Zelman cooler, yeah, Zelman. Another quite quality cooler there with some nice copper backplate. The main contact point is copper. This CPU sadly was in this motherboard. It's a socket 939 CPU. It's got this board's got ATI integrated graphics built in. It looks very OEM with them VRM heat sinks up there. The cat's trying to static it again. It's probably not going to matter. This thing's really beat up. The memory slots are all smashed. I don't think these were all spares or repairs, by the way. No, it might be okay, but the memory is definitely going to be a bit of an issue. It might fall out, but that should hold in there. So this is the CPU. This is exactly how I found it in the package, so I'm not sure what this is going to look like. It's very squashed. I think the cooler I think it was stuck to the cooler, and it's oh yeah. RIP, definite RIP for that one. She's dead, Jim. There's no way. Well, there's no way that I am going to sit there and try and straighten the pins on this AMD 3800 X2 CPU. I think it's definitely RIP for that one. If anyone wants to have a go at straightening all the pins, they are really bad, by the way. The camera doesn't quite do it justice. Then I will happily send it to you. If you give me your address, I will post you this chip if you really want it. That concludes this video so far of the motherboard testing. I'll get back to you in a minute. See you later. There might be two parts or it might be one video, we'll see. Okay, so I did look at the other boards. The other boards in question were the Pentium 4 socket 478. I've not got any RAM for that one, so I'll leave that for another day. A Gigabyte AM2 Plus motherboard. Unfortunately, that thing was totally dead. I had a CPU in there that come with it, which happened to be an AMD Athlon 7850 X2 Black Edition, which is a reasonable CPU. Well, it was for the time. 2 AMD Phenom cores instead of the 4 the Phenom came with. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I'll have fun overclocking that, assuming it can be overclocked. I think that's an unlocked CPU. We'll play with that later on. The board, I tried every normal conceivable thing, and the only thing I can say is we've got CPU V-core. That's it, we've got CPU V-core, we've got nothing else. It's not outputting to display for whatever reason. There is damage traces on the bottom we'll try and fix with jumper wires. But yeah, it doesn't look too good, to be totally honest. None of that stuff was packed very well. One board is perfectly fine. It has an AMD Phenom quad core in it, 960T I believe. So that'd be cool. So for the money I paid for it, it's a good deal. But you know, it's obviously luck of the draw. I got a reasonably lucky draw, I would say. I've still got the coolers that came with it. I've got the CPU, 2 CPUs, and that one board. Despite the damage on that other board, it does work, so that's pretty sweet. I'll see you next time when we put this stuff together into a computer and do some benchmarks and things with it. See you later.